Welcome to this course, Introduction to Cybersecurity, a presentation of coding boot camps. Our first lesson, Introduction to Cybersecurity, how cybersecurity works. Our topics are why we need cybersecurity, types of cyber attacks, what is cybersecurity, the CIA Triad, how is cybersecurity implemented. Cybersecurity is important because it can come from a number of attacks on any devices that are connected to the network. So cell phones, computers, laptops, tablets, anything connected to the network is vulnerable to a cyber attack. These are some, but not all, popular cyber attacks: malware, phishing, password attacks, denial of service attacks, rogue software, malvertising, drive-by downloads, man in the middle. Malware is well known. It's a way of, in a stealth method, downloading software to your computer where it can take your data, it can take your location, it can cause problems on your PC. Phishing is a type of fraud where what would seem to be a legitimate email is sent to you and sends you to maybe a rogue site in order to pick up any type of passwords you may have or user IDs. Same thing with password attacks. Denial of service is done a lot of times to shut down a business or embarrass it. Malvertising is along the same idea of malware, where you see an advertisement, click on it, and it causes some malicious files to be downloaded onto your computer. Cybersecurity refers to a set of techniques used to protect the integrity of networks, programs, and data from attack, damage, or unauthorized use, and unauthorized access, unauthorized deletion, or updating the files without the permission of the user or the enterprise. The CIA Triad here of hardening up and protecting our computing assets and software assets: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Quite often, cyber attacks target one or all of these, or a mixture of these. So making what's confidential, putting it out in public, damaging the integrity of our systems, or hurting its availability. So confidentiality would be cracking encrypted data, data leakages, installing spyware. Integrity would be penetrating into a network, unauthorized scanning of databases, remotely controlling with systems using bots, maliciously accessing servers, or updating records without the permission of the enterprise. Availability is denial of service. Ransomware encrypts the files on a computing system and then requests that the user pay a ransom for the key to decrypt. Deliberately disrupting power and flooding a server with too many requests. That's an example of a denial of service. So what we want to do here when we implement cybersecurity is we want to identify vulnerabilities, analyze and evaluate, and remediate or treat. So a vulnerability refers to some kind of weakness that can be exploited. Could be a defect, could be a bug, could be something that was working fine, but due to a change in the computing environment, the data environment is now a vulnerability that can be exploited. A threat is anything that has the potential to bring harm to the organization. There could be natural threats, intentional threats, unintentional threats. Threat assessment techniques are used for understanding threats. And risk is always has some kind of probability associated with it. So if you think of air travel, there's always a risk of an accident, but the probability is very low. So risk refers to the potential of damage or loss, and the risk is assessed based on a probability or vulnerability, and risk management is key to cybersecurity. So what we learned here in this session is that we learned the reasons for cybersecurity, how cybersecurity is implemented, the CIA Triad, and some techniques for actually evaluating our need for cybersecurity. So our follow-up session is Introduction to Cryptography, Encrypted Algorithms, and how various cryptographic algorithms work. Highly recommended follow-up courses: Introduction to the Linux Operating System, Introduction to Blockchain Cybersecurity, and Introduction to Python Programming. Please consult your learning materials for more information on these courses. Thank you for watching this video. And again, this was a presentation of Coding Boot Camps.